Hey guys, excuse me. Canvas 15 back at another video for you guys, back with another episode review of the Shiunji Family Children. As we get an interesting episode, it's now revealed that Kotone does have feelings for Arata, but yeah, that whole thing, a little bit of Seiha's kind of thoughts about it, and then Minami kind of helping out a bit. But yeah, so kind of the big chunk of the interesting point about the episode, which is mostly just the Kotono and the Seiha stuff, and it's kind of the whole thing about like, well, technically it is technically okay because we're not blood related, so you technically can have these type of relationships with us if you want. And the thing with Kotono is the fact that we find out like before this was even, a thing, she had confessed her feelings to Arata. Like Arata was on top of her, they were pinned to the bed together, and she basically confessed her feelings to Arata, saying that she was in love with him. And we even have it in this scene when she's hugging him in the bath. Is that it's the same exact thing she's saying. She's like, I'm in love with you, I love you, and everything. Especially now with the fact that now she knows, like, okay, we're not related by blood. She's even further probably thinking, like, hey, if I'm now that we're not blood related, will he accept my feelings now? And everything, right? But we have it to where we see Arata reject her again because he's like, look, you're my little sister, I'm your big brother. I want to see you be walked down the aisle, you know, being married to somebody else, somebody that's not me, right? And kind of the whole thing of the episode, because we even have to where Shion and Oka are talking about this whole situation too. We're talking about the first situation that happened. It's kind of the whole thing of like how they've been telling Kotono, like, hey, your love is just misguided. It's just it's something that's not you know it's something that like you're just thinking in your head, you're not thinking straight, right? It's just an imaginary thing. It's just something in your head. It's because you're too young, and it's just, you're saying stuff because you're saying stuff. You don't truly get it yet. You're just confused about your feelings, right? And I know I was watching another review where it's kind of like the whole type of thing, like, because he made a mention in his video. It's like, if you like had feelings for your teacher or something, right? Um, your teacher or, somebody else or something like that, right? Or I guess you can say your friend's mom or something, which would be weird, but you get my point, right? Stuff like that, like a clear-cut adult or something like that. Like you like them, right? But they would tell you like, look, I'm older than you, and I think your feelings just misguided. Like, you'll find somebody that's your age range, and you'll love them for who they are, right? So, that's kind of the thing right then and there. So he softly rejects her, and that leads into the Seiha conversation. And apparently, Seiha listened in on this entire conversation with Arata and Kotono in the bath, right? And then she basically gets on top of him, and I'm just like, oh, okay, she's being very bold with this shit, huh? Okay, alrighty then. So, but she was just basically checking in on him to see like if his heart would flutter, or he would just feel some sort of way if one of his sisters were on top of him like that type of way. But she kind of makes the whole mention of the fact like, well, maybe Kotono's always had this mindset of thinking, way before, like basically implying what if Kotono knew that like she knew like she wasn't related to any of her siblings, and that's why she felt like, okay, let me confess to Arata, I'm not related to him, so that means it's fair game. And Seiya kind of also does kind of say like, well, technically like we aren't related by blood, so technically you can do that stuff with us. Like you can basically get, well, she basically says you can get sexual on us if you like to, because technically we're not related by blood. So, okay, that's definitely an interesting, approach from her and everything. But nice to get some insight on her now about how she feels. I don't know if maybe she has any maybe secret feelings for Arata or something else. I don't know. That's the whole thing. I did find it funny. She's like, also, I am your older sister, so please respect me. Call me Seiha-chan, please. So I found it to be quite funny. We do have it also too where Bonri does meet up with the father. We don't see what they talk about, or we don't hear about what they talk about. But yeah, look, like who knows what they talked about? It had probably had to be in conjunction with this interesting thing that happened, right? About the revelation and everything. So yeah, it's funny because the next day, her and Kotone are wearing like these outfits again. Bonri's my favorite sister out of the bunch. I don't give a crap. She's a whole snack. I don't. If I was Arata, I'm sorry. I'd be like, if I'd found out that, hey, we're not related by blood. Okay, I'm going after Bonri immediately. Bonri is fair game. That would be the woman I'd be going after. So yeah. But then they are near the tail end of the episode. It's basically me kind of as having a nice, connection moment with Arata, and because he's helping her and everything, and stuff like that. You get some funny scenes like she pretended to dress up as a guy, so then other girls would come up on her and everything. And it's funny because Arata's like, "Stop taking the girls away from me, please." But then eventually, me sees like Arata kind of is a little bit upset and sad about, the girl he likes having a boyfriend. And Minami's like, well, it's okay. You don't need to be so blue about another girl having a boyfriend, because guess what? You got your sisters and everything, you know? So that was a funny scene. Don't know if Minami also secretly has feelings for, dude or Arata, but I guess we'll find out. But regardless, another solid episode of Shiunji Family Children and things like that. But yeah, anyways, that's basically all I gotta say. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm probably not gonna watch this Angel game no more because it seems like they're gonna lose. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Catch you guys on the next video. And till then, guys, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys later. Till then, guys, peace.